Today, guys, we have a very special video. We're gonna do something pretty cool. And that is, we're gonna take these two Wobblers and upgrade them into Rocket and Groot. Stick around. First things first, we are going to make Rocket Raccoon. And I'm hoping somewhere in the clothing section we can find a piece of clothing to give him the raccoon look. How about raccoon? That's a racket, not a raccoon. Okay, we need an we have to look manually. I need some sort of head to give him a raccoon kind of appearance, and that could be difficult. I mean, we know that there's animal heads in the game. I mean, there's a bunch. There's a horse. There's a whole set of options. We need something to do the raccoon face. The bear face, no, that's not quite right. Wasn't there a dog? Dino, just punch in the word dog. Oh, I've got two faces here. So which one of these is closer to the raccoon face? If I go with this one and we change the color for Rocket, I think we can do a pretty good job. Take this color, make it a brown, go with a little bit of a brown, and then this color here is going to be a bit lighter, something kind of like that. There we go. Okay, that's gonna be our color scheme for Rocket Raccoon. We're gonna hide those eyes. There's still a balaclava underneath just to hide the red. Lava under there. Keep it black, so if he blinks, you no longer can see the red deep in the eyes. It's fantastic. So this is gonna be the beginnings of our rock. The tongue. Oh, that's so weird, but that's okay. This is as close as we're gonna get to Rocket Raccoon since we have no rocket face. Now we need to do like a suit, like his clothing, his body armor. I think I should give him a bodysuit first and foremost. So we're going to give him the bear suit. Is my most obvious guess. Bear suit makes the most sense to me to give him the Rocket Raccoon body with the correct colors. Something like this. Take this, make it a dark brown, kind of like that brown. And then this we're going to make into the light brown, kind of like this brown. Okay. We've got Rocket. Let's grab him some body armor because Rocket's usually wearing usually a sleeveless kind of vest deal. It's kind of like armored in a sense. So if I go into the medieval section, we can probably find something like this, but it clips horribly. That one doesn't clip. Okay, I like that one a lot. There we go. And it's more of a darker gray looking at the show and stuff like that. A bit of a darker gray kind of look. Here, take the two layers of gray, leather, metal. Gotta fix those feet. They look horrible. Look at monster feet. I think he needs monster feet because he does have claws on his toes. Is it a bear? Hold on. Are there bear feet? There are tab G bear feet. Well, there you go. That actually solves that completely because the bear feet will have the claws and stuff and perfectly matched. There you go. That's nice and easy. I think this feet dark fit. That one. That's as close. That's as close as I can get to the rocket blue, and it frustrates me that we can't get any closer, but hey, we're doing the best we can, guys. We're doing the best we can to make Rocket. It's not as smooth as I was hoping. Now he needs a rocket on his back. I want to be able to fly and stuff like that, so I'm thinking we go with a jetpack. Is there a backpack? Oh, hey, the Renaissance backpack. There you go. Take the strappies, color them the brown so that they don't stand out, and then you have the backpack on the back, which should be more of a silver, don't you think? Because it's like a metallic metal thing going on here, so we give it a nice silvery color. So there you go, jetpack, ready to blast off again. And these can be red to signify the fire coming out of the jetpack. Let's just give him his gun. Guys, if we don't give him his gun, he's not going to look like Rocket Raccoon, right? It just looks like it looks like a bear dog. Let's give him his gun, all right? Let's go over here, grab it. I need the biggest, most badass gun we can find, guys. Give me in your somewhere. Tab G section. Give me a ridiculous gun. The MGL is about as ridiculous as you can get. I mean, I'm gonna take a quick look. I don't see any other more ridiculous guns in this arsenal. The MGL is the answer. Absolutely. Yep. He's going to two-hand the MGL, and then we gotta color it. Taking a look at this picture, it's a lot of silver. A lot of silver. A lot of silver. So something like that. Actually, a little bit of yellow in there too. Actually, a little bit of yellow here in this section. Oh wow, this is actually a lot. No, not that. Wrong color. Wrong yellow. More of a yeah, like that. Hey, that's turning out really nicely. Compared to the picture, this is actually out really well. Now we need a little bit of red in the hill to activate like a I'm trying to find the right spot. There's so many options here. First, let's remove this brown and get some grays in there, right? Some darker grays like that, and get this brown out of here. Give it a bit of a darker gray like that. There we go. Now we're taking a look at Rocket's gun. Can I give him a longer tail somehow? Rocket's got a long tail. Is it possible? Can I give him a? I don't know. I don't know if I can. Oh, okay. Just type in tail. Monkey King tail? That's just ridiculous. That's not even close. That's just ridiculous. Get that out of there. Now I gotta shrink him before doing anything else. I gotta shrink him. He's a rocket. He's about half as tall as a human. Fantastic with a massive gun. The massive gun with Rocket Raccoon is just so good. Ladies and gentlemen, here is our Rocket Raccoon. Comment down below and give us a rating out of 10 for Rocket. And keep in mind, you're also gonna give us a rating out of 10 for Groot, which we're going to do in just a second after we finish up Mr. Rocket. Now for the attacks. This thing needs to shoot, is it with bullets? I mean, because Rocket usually has just a simple machine gun that launches bullets. If you think about it from the movies, the MGL grenade is actually more of a grenade launcher with lots of explosives, not what we need Rocket to have. So this thing, it needs to fire just simple bullets, which is strange because usually I'm thinking about like the most elaborate things to shoot. But in the meantime, I think we're just firing regular bullets. So let's go with like an AK-47 bullet or a Desert Eagle bullet. I like the Desert Eagle bullet. There we go. Let's see this thing in action. Yeah, see? There we go. But the rate of fire needs to be much, much, much higher. So take the stats, attack speed times 10, test. Take a look. What we got? What we got? What we got? Oh, you launched away. I need a good test. No, more attack speed. 100. Please shoot faster. That's a bit better. Now we're talking. Now he's shooting it properly. Fantastic. In terms of abilities, we're giving him a hover because he is wearing a jetpack. The jetpack that's missing a red. Where'd that red part go? Oh, it glitched inside. That's so strange. So now he's got the hover. He can fly. He doesn't have any deflects. He doesn't have any other dodges. He's just gonna hover and shoot because he's Rocket Raccoon, and that's what Rocket Raccoon does. So he doesn't get any other powers. Stats wise, we're gonna keep in line with most of our Avengers, but he's relatively weak physically compared to the other Avengers. So he has only 50,000 HP, which is pretty low. 40,000, which is pretty low compared to all the other Avengers. I mean, Hulk's at 200k, Thanos is at 400k, but Thanos has 10 times the amount of HP that Mr. Rocket Raccoon has. Makes sense to me. Weight is fine, movement speed is fine, attack speed fine, damage, that thing needs to deal some damage. So a nice little times 100. And we're gonna call him Crow Rocket Raccoon. Take a lovely picture of our beautiful rocket. Just like that, look at that, there you go. We're gonna save this unit, and then we're gonna move on to Groot. This is going to be an interesting challenge. How do you make a giant walking tree? I have no idea. Okay, let's cover him head to toe, make him brown, and then maybe we go from there, try and give him bark. So clothing, come over here. We gotta go to the torso. Let's go all the way down to the suits. We know where the suits are, something like this. I'm thinking we just do the head to toe wetsuit just to start, okay? We'll go with this just to start. And then we take this and then we color him brown. The question is, what shade of brown? Let's take a picture of Groot. Let's go find a picture of Groot. You know, Groot's actually more of a light brown, which is not what I expected in my brain. Something more like this shade right here is the shade of Groot. And then actually he's a little bit of green in there too. It's kind of shocking. So if I take some of the green, no, not this one. Nope, this is the wrong section. Give me that back. I want to do this section, the brown as well, like this. And then these stringy bits can be the green, because if you actually look at this picture, he's got like green vines growing inside of his branches, inside of his limbs and stuff. So then we go like this. We grab the green vines, which are nice solid green like that, and there you go. Not bad. Now we're gonna cover the face. Ball up, claw up. Take that, color it the correct shade of brown. Not bad. How do we do bark? He's got to look kind of armored. Oh, I've got an idea. Into the pirate section, right? Into the pirate section. What better way to make him look like he's got covered in wood when you physically cover him in wood? That's too fat. He's too fat. Limbs, his arms and his legs, barrel. Oh, there we go. And then we do barrel, these ones. Okay, take these and we color this part the correct shade of brown. What is this shade of brown? And in this part, do we go brown too? Or do we do the green? Because he's got a lot of vines on his body. Or do I make it I'll do green to start. If I don't like it, we'll make it go brown. So take that. Again, right, shade of brown. Perfect shade of brown. And this part, do the shade of green for the vines. Okay. Now, legs. I'm pretty sure there's a leg version of the barrel. Oh god, I gotta tell you. There it is, the leg version of the barrel. Same concept. Take this, color it the correct shade of brown, and take this, color it that correct shade of green for the vines. Not bad. His hands though are like very big claws, and his feet are very crazy clawed feet. Do we do monster feet? No god, I can't type at all. Monster feet. Take these, again, the brown that we need. And then the toenails can kind of be the brown too. Okay, working with it. I like it. Gloves though. This is going to be interesting. How do I take his hands and make them into those long tentacle kind of things? I don't think it's possible because Tabs units don't have fingers. So we're probably just going to do the Will Nye the Science Guy gloves and color them into the proper brown. I think that's all you can do considering what we have to do. Now I need to armor up the chest a bit more and give him the texture because Groot is a walking tree. So his shoulders and his arms and his face need to be textured even further. So we got to find body armor. Why don't we just go grab body armor like this? None of these work. It's too simple. I think we should do the one we always do. This one's the one we always do, right? And we take this and we start doing all the proper colors of wood, right? And then the proper colors of wood. This adds texture to him. Makes it a bit thick in the body, which I don't like. I want to add the texture, but not make him thick. So do we do clothing? I need to keep his trim silhouette in the waist because that's how Groot looks. Do I add layers of clothing and incorporate those and color them and make them into the different layers of Mr. Groot? So what I've done is I've added about 4 different chest pieces that clipped and layered into his chest fairly well and then made them all brown for wood. So now he's got more bulk, he looks thicker, he looks stronger. We don't have any of the vines going through, which is a little bit disappointing for me. But other than that, we've done a pretty good job in that regard. Now we've got to figure out his head. How do we make the Groot face? Where in this world of facial stuff can we even like begin to make a tree flat Groot face thing? I don't know. Maybe this bottom ninja cow covered or colored wood makes it a little bit more square in the bottom. Okay, it's the top. It's got a branch, pun intended, branch up and come off his head. But how? What could even come close? Maybe a hairstyle. Like that's too much. That's just way too much Groot hair, and that's not the right kind of shape. I think we're onto something. We think about it from the hair perspective. This isn't too bad. I actually took 2 different pieces of hair to make it come out in different ways, like spikes, much like how Groot's hair is not even at the top. You can't do much better than that in Total Battle Simulator. You seriously can't. Now to help make him look a little bit more Groot-like, we're gonna increase his size by 1.5. Boom. Yeah, it's a little bit better. And we'll increase his weight quickly. We'll do it in a second. Now, if I can just make his eyes perfectly black, we've won. I don't know how to do that. I mean, the only eye options I have are things like, can I color these? Can these eyes be colored yet? No. If I could just make those black, we'd be really close to Groot, but I can't. Are there any eyes anywhere that can be colored? If they can, we've won. But I don't think the Dark Peasant eyes can be colored. Nope, none of the eyes can be colored. Ladies and gentlemen, here is our Groot. Comment down below and give me a score out of 10 for the Groot score combined with the Rocket score from earlier. Weapons-wise, it's Groot. He's smashed, so we have to give him a smash, which means we'll give him the giant punch on each hand. Perfect. And for abilities, actually there's one ability that's really obvious, and that's going to be Vlad Impale. Roots coming out of the ground. I would like to be able to like extend his arm root. You've seen him use it multiple times, but I think him like, you know, having roots come out of the ground is pretty close to what he can do in the show, in the movies. And we're gonna give him a giant foot stomp to help with all the people that may surround Groot. Stats wise, hit points, he's gonna have 100,000 hit points, which is pretty typical for our Avengers units. He's gonna have weight is fine. Weight should probably be stronger. Movement speed, he's almost fine. Attack speed is a little bit higher, and damage can be a lot higher. Take a picture of our lovely Groot unit, just like that. Save the Groot unit, but we're not done. We are definitely not done because he is a rider and he's gonna have Groot Rocket riding on his shoulders. Rocket. Yes, there's Rocket riding on Groot. Rocket might even be a little bit too small. No, it's actually not bad. There's Rocket riding on Groot. That is fantastic. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited about how this is gonna look. Let's save Groot plus Rocket. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, we gotta take these guys for a spin. Here is our Rocket and our Groot. They look fantastic. I mean, apart, they're not the most impressive, but together, they look really, really good. And they're gonna fight our lovely Squire test. Can Rocket aim the way he's holding? Rocket, your gun. Oh, Groot is good. Groot does the smashy smash. And then, okay, Groot. Okay, Groot. Obviously the most scary part of this entire combo. And now we're gonna watch Groot and Rocket take on Iron Man, Cap, and Thor, the original 3 Avengers. Let's see what happens. Now Rocket's properly shooting, but the problem is these units do a lot of rejection. Is Rocket helping Groot fly because of the hover ability? I gave Rocket the hover ability just kind of like make it so that he's not on top of Groot all the time. Rocket seems to be a little bit dead. Groot, why is Groot going to the sky? Groot, why is it the Vlad Impale making you do that? Probably shouldn't have that set up. Anyways, it seems like red victory. Groot won? Groot beat the Avengers, let's go!